Hi guys, this is Connie. You're going to hear some background noise from Baby Bear, but here is Connie reads Gary Paulson's Lawn Boy. This is chapter 2, and depending on the time, we'll get into chapter 3. Chapter 2, The Growth of Capitalism. When it all began, it was simple. Our neighbor's house had a larger yard than ours, with what looked like good grass. No difficult corners, just a big square with a large elm tree in the center. I mowed it, and he gave me money, $20. Figuring that I used almost all the gas in the tank, about a gallon, which cost $3, and not counting the wear and tear on the mower, I didn't know how to figure that out. I made $17 for my work. It took 2 hours, so I made $8.50 an hour. That, I was to learn later, was called capitalism. While I was finishing up that lawn, the next neighbor up the block came by and said, "How much to mow my lawn?" Wow, another job, just like that. I poked around our garage and found an old 3-gallon gas can. I walked to the station on the corner, bought gas, brought it back, filled the tank, and mowed the second guy's yard. And while I was doing that, a third man came and asked me to mow his lawn. The lawns kept getting bigger, and soon it was dinner time, and I had done 3 lawns and made $60 and had a small piece of scrap paper with phone numbers and addresses for 6 more lawns. Turns out the man who owned the lawn service that had done all the yards in our neighborhood had run off with the wife of one of his customers, and all the husbands were worried about hiring a new company after what had happened. A kid like me mowing their lawns wouldn't be much of a threat, I suppose. Plus, I was cheap. Later I would learn that I had tapped into something called an expanding market economy. All I knew was that it felt good to have all that money in my pockets. That evening, I took a rag and wiped the mower down, parked it in a corner of the garage, and, a little admission here, patted it on the top of the gas tank. As I bent over, the wads of bills cracked in my pockets. Thanks, Grandpa. I never really knew my grandfather, but the mower seemed tough and friendly. Maybe it was like him. He had worked on it and used it, and it was nice to think of him as part of it. Then I went inside. A strange thing happened. My parents were getting food on the table, and as we sat down to eat, my dad said, "That new film about astronomy is on at the IMAX. It would be great to see it." He sighed, and I knew he was thinking about our budget. And there I sat, my pockets full of money, and I could have said, "No problem, I've got money, and I'll earn more money tomorrow, and more money the day after that." But I kept my mouth shut. I could have said all those things, but nothing came. Somehow it didn't feel right for me to be the one offering to take us all to the movies. If I did that, wouldn't Dad feel worse? Wouldn't it sound like I was bragging? I ate my meatloaf and green beans and then went to the living room and watched a little television. Or tried to. I still had the sound of the mower in my ears, so I couldn't hear the set, and my whole body was still vibrating from sitting on the mower all day. After a few minutes, I couldn't keep my eyes open. By 8 o'clock, I was sitting on the couch with my head hanging forward, drool dripping onto my t-shirt, sound asleep. Mom shook me awake and sent me up to bed, where I crashed onto the pillow, still dressed, pockets full of bills. End of day 1 with my lawnmower, and that was the easiest day. Yeah. They're going to keep getting longer and longer as it goes. And 5 minutes is my cutoff. So be careful with that and enjoy, please and thank you. And I will see you for the next installment. Please let me know that if her chattering was too distracting from it. I kept trying to speak up more and more. I'll see you next time. Bye.